meters longer, so 4 times 9. That's why we look to be about 36 meters from the finish line. So if you're timing the splits, you see they have marked out the zones so we can get splits here on each runner running for 4xMile. This should be an outstanding field led by our defending champions and our Arcadia Invitational meet record holders, Buchanan. Buchanan impressive with 6 girls that have already broken 5 minutes for 1,600 meters this year. 6 girls on the same team under 5 minutes this year. Lone Peak, the Utah 6A state cross-country champions. They've got 4:58. They've got 4 girls all under 5:10. Oaks Christian, they were second in the California Division IV state meet, and they've got Peyton Godsey on their team. She is the running lane national champion. Buchanan's B team, now this is their B team, goes 5:03, 5:07, 5:11, and 5:22. So it looks like we're just about ready to start. We'll let the starter line them up and go. Should be a great invitational girls 4x16. This will be 4xMile also. We'll get splits at both. Here we go, girls. Invitational 4x1 Leading off here for Saugus, going to run that first leg for them. This will be the freshman, Taylor Torosian, a freshman who's run 4:57 already this year. Leading off, Buchanan, California State Division I cross-country champions last year and the year before, the blue and the red Buchanan Bears. And Oaks Christian right there with Buchanan. Episcopal in there also, and Buchanan's B team, just like we saw Jay Sarah with 2 teams in the top 4 in that 4x8. Buchanan running in first and third right now. This is Kinsley Buckley, the other freshman, so 2 freshmen leading off for Buchanan. And a very nice lead-off leg, 81. Sorry, we didn't get that split. We'll get that on the finish as we come around next time. So Chris Schultz, that right there will be the mark right there. Thank you. You see Coach Schultz from Arcadia. That will be the end of the first mile. And so that split we erroneously gave you, 86 was well off. They are out quickly. Oaks Christian and Buchanan matching stride for stride. This is a very quick race. This is outstanding. Some of the best distance powers in the country in this race, and we are out quickly. So we're going to get a half-mile split, an 8:80 split, if you would. All right, so here's that 8:80 split right at 2:30. 2:30, right at 5-minute pace. That is Buchanan running in first and third. Oaks Christian on their outside shoulder. And all the girls in this race under 2:39 at 8:80. So if we're going back to our 600, about 2:28, and they are picking up. Those of you on the backstretch, we're going to have a great race. This is their third lap. They've only got 600 to go. You need to help everybody on every lap. We got to make it be like it's loud, it's the finish, because for these girls, they've got just 600 meters to go. So for them, it is their finish, and they are moving. Look at that lead they have opened up here. Oh my, we've got 600 to go for this lap. So we're going to start out, looks like a sub 5-minute mile to start with here. All right, here we go. Excuse me, that is Lone Peak right there, running right along with Buchanan. Lone Peak, so you've got the Utah champion and the California champions right at 3:45. Lone Peak on the inside, Utah 6A cross-country champions. That's the biggest division in Utah. And Buchanan on the outside, the California Division I champions. That's the biggest division in California. All right, so let's take the first two. Okay, let's get the other Buchanan. They're in third right now. And Lone Peak now making a move. Yes. Yeah, because they should move up. They have to dash. Lone Peak gonna get us out to a very quick start. Lone Peak coming home. And we'll get that mile split. That'll be coming up right there, sub 5, 4:58. And we go Buchanan, 5:02. All right, Lone Peak out front. We believe this is Addie Meldrum of Lone Peak. And Sydney Sundgren of Buchanan. Addie Meldrum, she's run 5:01 for 1,600 meters. Sydney Sundgren's run 4:52. So we are well under pace to go under 20. And Cathedral Catholic moving up well into 5th. Moving up on 3rd and 4, moving on up and moving on by. All right, two of the great cross-country powers in the country right here, Lone Peak and Buchanan. So now would be the middle, so you go about every 4. Okay. Cathedral Catholic has moved all the way up into 3rd. Meldrum, junior from Lone Peak, the leader. Sundgren, senior from Buchanan, running in 2nd. They are way out front, but Cathedral Catholic moving up well. Any idea who that is? They're not even on my list. I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah. And they've got the horses. We're getting interesting. Here we go. Lone Peak and Buchanan. All right, Lone Peak out front. Buchanan now moving up. Cathedral Catholic's done a nice job. Moved into 3rd and closing that gap a little bit. So we are getting an 880 split right there. So right around 233, 232, 233. So to break 20 is the goal of every girls team in America. Here we go. We're right on that pace, and there they go. Down the backstretch. Buchanan trying to take the lead. Lone Peak trying to hold him off. Addie Meldrum holding off Sydney Sundgren down the backstretch. All right, here we go. Just like in the last leg, that last 600, they were moving, and this group is moving too. Did she?
No, I think that what he said is she was running
Okay, so do we know who this is?
I got his text at the start of the second.
I got you. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. 400 meters to go. You see the official, that is the 13:20 mark, if you will. So we'll come by at 13:20, 440 yards to go right there. All right. Cathedral Catholic, nice job here. Cathedral Catholic, here comes Los Altos and Jesuit of Oregon. Clovis North, and also moving up Monte Vista. And Buchanan's B team is in 6th and moving up. Down the backstretch, as they have been, Lone Peak and Buchanan. All right, shoulder to shoulder, they march on, and they're picking it up. So we're looking to be right around 10 minutes, averaging 5 a mile. Here she comes, Sydney Sundgren bringing Buchanan home. So here we go, right at 10 minutes. There we go, 10:02 or so for that split. 4:59 on Buchanan's second runner, and 5:05 for Lone Peak. All right, now this is Grace Hutchison. She has run 4:45. That is the 4th fastest time in the country this year, and they have her on the 3rd leg right here. Hutchison and Buchanan. Lone Peak, now about a 100-meter lead there. Cathedral Catholic going out well in 3rd. And Saugus 5:12. I'm sorry, Buchanan's B team 5:12, and they have moved up well, challenging into that spot there for 4th. All right, here's the race right here. You can see Hal Harkness, our official, with his arm up. That would be the 440 split for Hutchinson. Right there, 3 laps to go, 13:20. So it is right, kind of, every time by that. Well, it's every 400, so it's not our. And Hutchison, the senior, she has been on a tear this year, running great at every distance. That's Lomeli. All right, Hutchison coming around. They won this race last year, set our 4x16 record. We're timing that also today. The 4x16 time will come at the start where they started. The 4x mile come where the finish is. We're now going to get an 880 split. In this grade, all you old timers, 440, 880, 1320. All right, Hutchison 880 right there. She's going to be right around 228. And Lone Peak right there also. These are certainly going to be the 2 fastest times in the country by far. Cathedral Catholic hanging tough. And here comes the B team for Buchanan. This is Riley Burgess here moving up for Buchanan. And Los Altos staying right tough. Those girls have 2 laps to go. Jesuit running in 6th. She's got 2 laps to go. And moving up well here, Clovis North. Coming into the home stretch, as we mentioned, we know we want to help them all along. This is Grace Hutchison with just 500 meters to go. She's run a great 3rd leg. Be nice to let her hear from you for that last 500, and we can go in and chase a national mark, maybe even a national record here as we go into that last 1600. So we are at 13:20 right there. Just like a shade over 3:46, it looks like. Lone Peak right there in 2nd. All right, we got a heck of a race for 3, 4, and 5. That is Buchanan's B team now, has moved into 2nd. Burgess there, Los Altos and Cathedral Catholic. And they're going to come by, and they've got one lap for this group of runners. On the backstretch, though, Hutchison moving well. Has opened up about, looks like about 35 meters here. Hutchison, 200 to go. Yeah, that'll be the... All right, coming home in the dark blue top and the red shorts, the California cross country champions, Buchanan. Coming on home, Hutchison finishing off. She's coming home, Lone Peak, oh my, what a finish. Lone Peak making up a lot of ground. Lone Peak will only be about 15 meters, maybe 10, as we go into the last leg. Oh my, we got ourselves a race. Buchanan 5:04 on that lap. 5:05, 5:04 and 5:05 for those legs, so virtually identical, and here we go. Anything under 4:55 puts us under 20 minutes for the full 4x-mile. We are on Arcadia Invitational record pace, and maybe even California and NFHS record pace for 4x16. Those records are 1948. So we'll have to look at that as we go, though. 4x-mile. Lomeli, she's run 4:50 this year. All right, here we go, coming down the stretch here. All right, here comes Elle Lomeli right here. She's coming by. She has 13:20 to go. Lone Peak still, it looks to be just about 20 meters back. 20 meters back. Those are our leaders going right by the finish. That's Lone Peak in 2nd. Buchanan in the dark blue heading around the first turn. Los Altos in the all blue now has separated themselves, and here comes that is Los Altos now in 3rd, and now coming by the finish line area, that will be Buchanan. This is Olson, another freshman, Lily Olson, and then Cathedral Catholic, 73 on Olson. And Jesuit of Oregon in the neon green there, coming by in 6th. Monte Vista running well. And now here comes our leader coming into the home stretch here. This is her 800 or 880. This is Lomeli here. She is moving, just a sophomore. She's run 4:50. She comes by. She has an 880 to go right now. All we need is a 2:28 to go under 20 minutes for the full mile. So be right here, right where the 2 cones are that are flipped over. That's it, right there. That's the line. So it'll be the curved line. That's where this starts.
by 16.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, he's right. You can't because they're not all in 16 meters. All right, into the home stretch. Here we go. Elle Lomeli here in the dark blue and the red shorts with hip number 1. She is about to go with 400 meters to go, and she crosses the line. Here we go. She is going to be 18:48. All we need is a 72 to go under 20 minutes. Lone Peak second. This is Lone Peak in the bright green shoes, just crossing the finish line right there. They're 19 minutes with 400 meters to go. And Los Altos, a nice leg here in Los Altos, moving up. They're going to be in third. And Los Altos is crossing the 400 meter to go mark right now. And on the backstretch there, 200 meters to go, Lomeli of Buchanan. And coming down the stretch, and she is flying. Let's make a little noise. Get up on your feet. Get a little warm. Make a little noise. Here she comes. Elle Lomeli, they're going to be down. We're at 1950. It's going to be close. They are right around 54 for 4x16. Lomeli will bring the home in the fastest time in the country by over a minute. We go at 20:01. The fastest time in the country by well over a minute. Lone Peak will be the second fastest time in the country. Oh my, 2013. .454 for Lomeli on that anchor leg. Sundgren bringing Los Altos home. 5:04 for Lone Peak. This is Los Altos. They will finish third and be the third fastest team in the country. And they go under 21. They go 20:35. And this is Jesuit coming up from Oregon, finishing very strong. They're going to go under 21, and they're going to be the fourth fastest time in the country. And they are going to break 21. Yes, 57. This is Buchanan's B team, which will finish fifth. So Buchanan with the fastest and the fifth fastest times in the nation. Cathedral Catholic will be the sixth fastest time in the country and sixth in the race. All right, Buchanan's winning time 20:01:12. Lone Peak was second, 20:13:82. Los Altos third, 20:35:66. Jesuit fourth, 20:57:16. Buchanan 21:03:01. Cathedral Catholic 21:09:13. Clovis North seventh, 21:22. Monte Vista eighth, 21:28:55. St. Francis 21:36:03. But congratulations to Buchanan, defending their championship and running the fastest time in the country in the girls' 4x1 mile run.